Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new SBC Dembele card to review today. So, as you guys know, Dembele in the beginning of the year was one of the most meta cards to use, regardless of the stamina that he had, because he was just absolutely brilliant. People used him in the striker position, cam position, left, right attacking mid, right mid, left mid. He was just that good in the game because of the way that he fits the game's meta, and I really hope that this card is good in game too. And I think he will be, because mostly with cards that you use in the beginning of the year that were really, really good, they transfer over really well when they're significantly improved. So we're taking a look at a card that is 5'10 with high medium work rates, left-footed with 5-star skill moves and a 5-star weak foot. So obviously a very good start. The 5'10 height with hopefully really good dribbling stats is going to be awesome, because it was on his rare gold card. In regards to traits, he has the injury prone trait, the flare trait, like I said, always a 50-50 in regards to passes that you make with that. He has 99 acceleration with 98 sprint speed, so you don't need to improve that, which is awesome. Shooting, so he has 90 attacking positioning, 92 finishing, 96 shot power, 90 long shots with 92 composure. Okay, so shooting is definitely something that you can definitely improve on the card if you really want to. Passing, you don't necessarily need to improve, which is great. His base card stats for passing is awesome. So, you know, if you want to use him as a center cam, right cam, left cam, he'll be able to pass the ball really, really nicely. I enjoyed using Dembele's card mostly as a center cam or a right cam when he was his rare gold version. I think this card is going to be very different, and you can just use him in most of the positions anyways. But yeah, we'll see in game, obviously. Dribbling stats. So dribbling stats is interesting because of his reactions being at an 87, which obviously you could improve, right? Now, a couple of chemistry styles that I was thinking about in regards to using it on Dembele's card was going to be the marksman chemistry style. Look at Footbin, 80 votes on Shadow. You guys are such trolls. Marksman was a card that I was thinking of using on him just because you would essentially be making his shooting perfect. But I think that his dribbling is really good so far, but boosting his reactions is going to be an important thing here to make him as responsive as possible in game. He does have a lean body type, so I want to test him out with the marksman first with the shooting boost that he gets, because, you know, you give him attacking positioning, you give him finishing, shot power, as well as some, you know, physical capabilities as well with jumping. So from time to time is nice in the cam position, obviously, and then the strength and aggression is improved. It's not going to be crazy on the card, but he is a 5'10 player, so, you know, having a +5 for the aggression could be helpful from time to time, right? So I was thinking about the marksman. I know you guys are going to meme me for this, but I was also thinking about the sniper chemistry style. Reason being is because you actually give him more dribbling boost in the card, specifically for balance as well, while also boosting his shooting, because he does already have 96 shot power and 90 positioning, so you'd be boosting it to a 95, but then you'd also be boosting the composure to a 97. Like I said, I don't think the sniper is going to be mandatory on a card like this. I think a marksman will be perfectly fine, just because of the specific boosts that he's given. So I do want to give him the chemistry style right away, because I do think it's the best one to give him because of the fact that he already has the base shot power at 96, which is amazing, right? So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and give him the marksman chemistry style. I want to try him out in the cam position first. I think I'll be able to feel this card out in one game. If I require two, then I'll definitely play two. But Dembele was just, I mean, if you guys use him in the beginning of the year, like instantly you can tell the guy just fit the game's meta so easily, right? So the way that we're going to be lined up is going to look like this. Paultano off to the right, Lozano to the left, Frank Ribery up top, Matuidi Alon, CDMs, blah, blah, blah. The instructions that we will set on the three cams is balance. Ribery, I'm just going to tell him to stay central because I personally like him more on stay central. And then the three cams we'll just have on balance. So, yeah, we'll be rotating him in game. I like to use the 5 and 4 for 4-2-3-1 because it allows you to test him out in different areas, right? If it's left or right attacking mids, you can see if he's going to do those cut inside runs. If it's center cam position, does he choose good runs? Does he stay in the middle really nicely? Does he push to the sides? All of those things we will be checking out with Dembele's cards. So let's get into a game, see how he plays. Hopefully he's a beast. He should be, because guys, this card was unbelievable for basically the whole year. People still use that rare gold Dembele nowadays just to finish objectives because he's still really good. It's just the stamina that is off-putting with the card. He does have 85 stamina, which for me personally, I don't think is going to be a big issue because I'm going to have him on balance anyways in the cam. It really just depends on the types of runs that he ends up making. So yeah, do I think they should have boosted the physical a little bit? For sure, to make it up to like an 87, 88 stamina. I think that would have been better, but Oh, he makes the middle run. Yes, he doesn't move to the sides there. Thank God, man. Oh, let's go. Oh, and he stops his run. Let's go, man. Oh my God. You know when like I always review players and they kind of just run in a straight line and they keep going behind the defense? You see how he stopped right there? Beautiful, dude. The thing about his dribbling, guys, is the height that he has, right? Because he has the height that he has, he's a lean body type, the dribbling is going to be awesome to have in the midfield area. You see how his off-the-ball movement is to run to the sides but then instantly go back into the middle? It's beautiful, man. Look, pushes off to the side a little bit. Once I start to go into the middle here, sticks to the side over here, but middle side, right? His L trigger shield right there is really fast as well. You know when you press the L trigger shield instantly and then they kind of like do that like really quick dribble? He does that really well too. How do you move over here? This guy uses that space right there. Boom. Little heel to heel. Get the angle nicely on your near post shot. Yeah, I think Dembele is going to play the cam position really well. His movement is like always constant, right? Like if he pushes downwards, he'll push into the middle instantly, but then linger to that side position on the 18-yard box, which is very, very cool for a card like him because, you know, he plays basically like a winger in the cam position, which is awesome because he's super, super agile. It's these passes here that I want to see how they move. You see how he's middle right there? But then he stops because it doesn't make sense for him to continue that run. I love that. Oh, he doesn't shoot it to the right side there. How? Let me see this. Oh, he shoots that to the middle? That's a little weird. I honestly thought he would hit that, like, right side completely in that situation. Maybe it's because of the coming off of the skill move part, not really like a settled touch. Aggressive, stops the run, goes back into position. Across goal. Beautiful. That's a really good skill move combo, by the way, is where you do like the fake shot stop and then instant croqueta. It just puts you in a really, really good position to score certain opportunities. He's playing the center cam position really well so far. Like, I'm really enjoying the card so far in that position. I want to try him out on the sides now. Alright guys, so we're going to switch a couple things here just to try it out. I want to give him the sniper chemistry style for the +5 on the balance as well as the +5 for composure because I think his shot power is already really good and I don't necessarily feel like you need to improve it. His movement in the cam position is absolutely brilliant. So what I want to do right now is I want to test him on the sides because I just want to see if he still continues to do that certain movement because I used to use Dembele in the right attack mid position before, and he always used to do those specific movements. So I want to try that out again on the card in the right attacking mid position. I might switch him to the left side as well as a striker because I think he can make a phenomenal striker too. I also want to put target man on Frank Ribery as well for the top in the striker position. Oh, his little touches are awesome from those driven passes. Let's go. So in this situation right here, he runs in a straight line, but it's kind of like when you build up the play like this, and you open up the middle space, that's where it's like hugely relevant to allow someone like Dembele to make that run. We almost get the ball roll right there, man. That would have been sick. Yeah, on the sides, he's really good. He feels like a kind of like a 60-40 in regards to cutting inside and staying out wide and making that specific run going forward. So you definitely have to take that into consideration when using this card. Again, the attackers that you have in your team are going to influence those cut inside runs because of the way that the rest of your team is moving. But with the way that these players move in general, I think he's doing a really, really good job. See? Makes sense right here. He has all this space to work with right now. See that cut inside right there? That's what I'm talking about, man. It's that cut inside run that I'm talking about, man. You want your players on the sides to do that, and he does that. It's awesome. Yep, starts doing the cut inside again. Look at that run that he makes. You see? Angled run into the middle. 5-star weak foot, strong foot with his left foot. Doesn't matter. I'm going to get that angle with him. His dribbling is actually really nice, guys. Just as long as you guys boost his reactions as much as possible, that's going to obviously be very, very ideal. Being able to do the fake Rabona like that. elasticals and all that kind of stuff is going to be nice. You have to be careful when you do like the acceleration touch after a skill move, because obviously most players lose the ball in those situations like that. But I think the card is really fun, dudes. Like, he fits the meta well because of his previous version, like in the beginning of the year, right? So, alright, so right attacking mid position, he's really nice. I kind of want to try him out as a striker now without any instructions, and then I might switch him off to the left side, because normally when you play with the cards on the right or left attacking mid positions, you just have to see if they make those specific runs, which he obviously does, which is fantastic. But I do want to see what he's like on or in the striker position, because obviously the 5-star is going to be brilliant there. Like with Ribery, I only liked using Ribery in the striker position. With Dembele, so far, center cam position, right cam position, he plays really nicely. I think the center cam position is the best position so far for him. I just like the way that he moves around in the team playing there. If you have the right type of striker up top, he's definitely gonna make moves for you. This guy's gonna make that run. We could have totally made that pass for sure, but I just wanted to test out a few things with Dembele. I love that left stick dribbling. Nice. Ribery works off the side right there. We score that opportunity. Nicely done. Okay, guys, so cam position good. My favorite one so far. Right cam position good as well. Let's try him out in the striker position. Good interception right there. Nicely done. Okay, we actually did a 1-2 play right there, so when you do that, they actually just run in a straight line. But he does go back into the striker position instantly, which is awesome. Oh, it's a good shot, man. I didn't settle that ball, and he still took a really good shot. Yeah, imagine if this guy had the finesse shot trait. It's just the way that they take them in a situation like that. He could have done a really nice job right there if he had the trait. Aggressive run into the middle. Good. That's exactly what I want him to do. Because when he comes back into position, he'll be positioned really nicely. Like that. You see that position right there? That's great. It's just like certain patterns that I like players to follow in regards to them being really good in the game. Because, you know, the game is very linear in regards to attacking AI and whatnot. And I feel like he follows those things really nicely. He does the fake shot scoop turn. Or it's not scoop turn, I'm an idiot. The fake shot croqueta skill move. Very, very effective to do. Rotation policy. He goes to the left attacking mid position. Interesting. How fast does he go back into position, though? Lingers there. Okay, so again, guys, the players that you have in your team is definitely going to influence the way your team moves in general. But he does go back into position eventually, so you have to kind of build up the play slowly if you do want him to go back, right? Okay, so another guy that's playing super defensive. When you play against guys like this, what you want to do is actually set up with like a 4-4-2, because you need the two strikers just because of the way that they're going to move in behind the defensive areas, right? We'll accelerate into the play right there, shoot across goal, player ends up getting the block right there. Yeah, so we'll switch to a 4-4-2 to play against this guy. This is the unfortunate thing with this game, is people being able to play this defensively, but we'll rotate the formation. Okay, so we lined up with a 4-4-2. We switched it fast enough, I think. We have Ribery and Dembele playing up top right now, so we'll see what's up. And that's the goal you go for. See, instant formation switch. When people are playing this defensive, you kind of want to use the 4-4-2 for situations like this. So obviously Dembele, with fantastic off the ball movement, gets in behind the defense and scores that opportunity. So a nice little goal right there. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Dembele card is that he's really good to use in the attacking areas, guys. Because he's a 5'10" player with good dribbling in-game, it's really fun to use him in any of the attacking areas. So whether or not you want to use him on the left side or right side, or in the middle, he'll play any position really well. Normally when you set up your formations in FIFA, you want to set them up in a way where you can always rotate your formation. So with a card like Dembele being really good in the attacking areas, you know, switching him to a striker position in a 4-4-2 next to someone like Frank Ribery could be an ideal situation to do because of the 5-star capabilities and good shooting stats that he actually has, right? Because obviously depending on the opponents that you play, if they choose to play more defensive, which most people do because this game's a certain way, you know, someone like Dembele is going to be awesome for you because his off-the-ball movement in regards to utilizing empty space is really, really quick. And you can see in that last goal that he scored in that opportunity, playing in the left striker position, he did a really, really good job, right? So it's a good rotational player because whether or not you want to use him in the center cam position, striker position, left cam, right cam, he'll play any of those positions really well. I personally liked using him the most as a center cam because of the height that he has. So he kind of has like that reach to be able to dribble really quickly, make those oncoming passes, but also have very good off the ball movement because he's kind of like aggressive to the side, but then he'll go into the middle instantly. Sometimes he'll stay on the edge of the 18-yard box to the sides as well, and that definitely helps if you have specific strikers moving in specific ways, right? So I think the card is really awesome to use. I think it transferred over really well to the upgraded version of it because, like I said, guys, you know, players like Ben Yedder, Mbappe, Dembele, if you upgrade them, they're only going to be significantly better, right? So Dembele is no different. He was a really, really fun card to use. The only problem, obviously, is going to be the 85 stamina for one specific thing, right? If you tell him to come back on defense, because he's a super aggressive attacking player and he's just moving all over the place, the 85 stamina could present to be a problem sometimes if you use the comeback and defense on the card. So let's just say, for instance, you're using like a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-3-1, but you tell any of those positions to come back, he may deplete in stamina a little bit more. If he had 90 stamina, this card would be, I wouldn't really have a problem with anything in regards to this card. I think he's really, really nice. And any of the chemistry styles you guys choose to give him, I think he'll do really, really well because obviously with the pace being at 99.99, he's phenomenal. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the review. I'll catch you guys for the next video. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.